Welcome once again to my YouTube channel where we speak about everything mental health. Today I'm going to talk about signs of low emotional intelligence. If you like, low EQ. 1. You hold grudges for years. How long can you hold a grudge? And how does it help you? So I offended you 10 years ago and you still hold that grudge. It may not have any value. It certainly will not have any value holding the grudge. So that is one sign of low EQ. The other thing is it is hard for you to understand people's emotions. Mostly in matters of empathy. It is hard for you to put yourself in the other person's shoes. That means you have low EQ. Because people with high IQ, they empathize very fast. They know when to drop a topic because it is embarrassing somebody. They can see it, they can feel it. They know how some people, like kids, like to be cuddled and like to jokes. So again, you flow, you understand people's emotions. The other thing is you lack emotional control. You are like a child. A child throws tantrums. Their prefrontal cortex and amygdala has not fully developed. So they throw tantrums because they cannot control their emotions. Now, as an adult, you cannot afford to throw tantrums. You should be able to have your self-control in check. The other thing, you are not self-aware. You have no clue why people avoid you or why people like you for that matter. You should be able to know so that you play higher on your strong points and you play lower on your not strong points. If you know you put people off because you laugh too loudly, you should be aware of that. If you know you put people off because you talk too much, you don't listen, someone with a high EQ is able to understand that and work on themselves accordingly. The other thing is you easily jump into conclusions. You judge people too fast without having listening to them. You conclude, you make your own opinion, you have not asked them. For example, somebody comes late and you start quarreling them. I know you woke up at this time. I know how long you take to dress. You never cared to find out exactly what happened. And this you do over and over again. That is a sign of someone with low EQ, jumping into conclusions easily. The other thing is you oftenly offend others. You make snide remarks. You shame people. Not only do you have low EQ, emotional intelligence, but you also have a low self-esteem. If you find yourself offending people oftenly, and not one person, many people, even if it is one person, then you need to check yourself. Am I projecting my own biases? Am I projecting my own anger and pain on another person? The other point is it is very hard for you to maintain friends. You have friends, they leave you. You have other friends, you don't take long for friends to realize you're not a good person and they leave you. So if you make friends, but these friendships don't last, then you need to check on your emotional intelligence. The other thing, you have difficulty reading a room. What do I mean? You walk into a room, people are sad. Don't start cracking jokes. You never know. Maybe something has just happened, so first find out what's going on. You can say something like, you people are so solemn. Is something wrong? You know, flow with the mood. If people are happy, don't be a wet blanket. You should also be able to tell when people don't want you. You can walk in a room and know you are not welcome, so excuse yourself quickly, bounce. So if you have difficulty reading a room, the mood, then you may have low emotional intelligence. And finally, you assume everybody thinks like you. You should be able to agree to disagree with people. And sometimes you can even agree for the peace of mind, depending on who you are talking to and depending on the topic. There are times you just agree so that that story just dies. And also, There are times you don't agree, but you agree not to disagree. Not everybody thinks like you. Some of us see the cup half empty, others see it half full. It is what it is. So there are many other pointers I can say about emotional intelligence, but those are the most that stand out that I would want you to self-reflect. If you have emotional intelligence, you can always work on it. So now you know. Remember, you got this.